Hey, come, stay, ashe. Hi everyone, welcome back to Lucky V YouTube channel. For this vlog slash talk piece, I'm 21 years old. I have graduated college, and I need to plan the rest of my life out.
What you need to do is be thankful for the life you got, you know what I'm saying? Stop looking at what you ain't got, start being thankful for what you do got. Let's get it to him, baby girl. Hey!
I don't know what's next for real. Yeah, I've known these past 4 years I want to be an event planner, but I've been doing it this past year, and I just don't want to do it right now. I know in the future I will have my own events, but I really don't want to do it right now. So I'm trying to figure out where I'm going to build my life, build my career. I'm from New Jersey. I'm in New Jersey right now. But when I say New Jersey, I usually think about New York kind of like synonymously with it. I don't know if I really want to live in New York for this time. I'm 21, but in a month I'll be 22. So I've been trying to plan out 22, 23, 24, 25, and then my future from there. Because I want to live like all over the place. I want to live in the Caribbean, but that's like way far in the future. But I've been trying to figure out between DC, DMV, Florida. Atlanta's not even in the picture. Atlanta gotta go because it was too much to factor in. And Philly. I've kind of been chopping it down little by little. Like today was supposed to be just like a me day, I guess, and then tomorrow I was gonna see my friends. Well, today I was gonna see my grandparents, and I was gonna switch. I wasn't sure if I was gonna see my grandparents tomorrow or today. But my friend hit me up yesterday, and she's like, "You want to go to American Dream?" And American Dream is the American Dream Mall. It's one of the biggest malls like in America, or if not the biggest. I really didn't want to go because it's just not my favorite place to be. But I was like, you know what? I might as well meet up with them if they're here. And they kind of just ended up canceling. It was a lot of pushback, and then finally was just like, you know what? It's okay. She called me and it was like, you know, I was kind of bummed out because it already had been a day. I'd already waited like a really long time, and I did want to do this video entry at home with my notebooks and such. But I had already put my makeup on and an outfit on. It isn't the cutest outfit in the world, but you know, I felt like I dressed up a little bit, you know, and I was ready to go outside and have like a little adventure or whatever, or at least have a day. So I was like, you know what, I'm going out regardless, whether I'm going by myself, doesn't really matter where I'm gonna go. At first I was gonna go to a temple for a second, and then I was like, you know what, not today. Maybe with a car it might be a little easier. I just don't want to like overstay my welcome if I go to a temple, just walk around for the 3 hours. And so I decided to go to Livingston campus, Rutgers Livingston campus. I haven't really seen Rutgers like that. Like, I always knew I didn't want to go to Rutgers for college, and so now I'm finally checking it out. But yeah, I've been trying to decide between New York, DMV, and Florida. I really want to live in Florida when I was older, like around like 24ish. I didn't want to leave New York and New Jersey so soon. I wanted to build some wealth, or, you know, I don't know, maybe like a little career, which I'm still like, you know, I'm kind of like taken aback a little bit because I don't want an event plan right now. I do kind of like project management or marketing, but I didn't learn the logistics of marketing, like the local bar marketing, like being able to like read numbers and stuff, which I think I'm going to take like an online course for it. But that takes time, which I still can do, but I need a job in the meantime while I do that. So I really wanted to stay in New Jersey and New York to like build up my wealth. But when it gets cold in New Jersey and New York, I get really... Let me put my phone down. Here's like a little generator I could use to put my phone down. Here's the video here instead of at home. Okay. Hopefully you guys can still hear me pretty well. It's rainy out. It's whatever. I'm outside. Yeah. So let me actually put you guys in the umbrella too, because I don't want you guys getting wet. Yeah, I wanted to stay in New York and Jersey because my family's here. My grandparents are here. I wanted to be able to see them more, especially since I've been away for these past 4 years, and I had the rest of my family like in this area. So I just wanted to like save money while I was at home. But I know once winter hits, I lose myself completely. Like, it's so bad each winter. I really don't like the cold weather. Really, just I don't know, just it's a really bad place. I don't like it there. So right now it's chilling, everything. Right now it's spring. Let me actually put my hair down too, because if I don't do this, I'll look crazy. Y'all see the crazy? Y'all see the crazy? Okay. yeah, so right now it's chill and everything, and I feel like, you know, right now I'm present and like it's chill. But if it gets cold outside, which will be in a few months, I'll get miserable. And so does the rest of New York. Let's be real. Everyone gets miserable when it's cold out here. We don't like it, but we stay and we endure. I saw this one person talk about why my New York is better than Miami because people in Miami don't really appreciate the weather. I would appreciate it every single day. And I was also kind of thinking about, like, before I went to Howard, like, what school I wanted to go to. It was, like, UCF. My guidance counselor was kind of like, you don't really need to go there. Compared to, like, I applied for all these except for, like, UCF. And I didn't even apply to UCF because she was like, let's take UCF off the list because it's not really your vibe. I was like, you know, okay. I don't know. But, I mean, I wasn't going to go anyway. But, you know, I did have that interest in, like, South Florida or, like, Central Florida. And trying to resist that because I was thinking about it, like, I never wanted to go to live in New York. Like, even when I was applying for colleges, I didn't apply to any college in New York. Also, I'm working on this because apparently my throat chakra is the thing blocking me from just living my best life, you know? That's, like, really, like, we're just gonna dive into another subject, but I'm also, like, thinking of a lot because I feel my best after I talk to you guys, like, literally just making a vlog and, like, I don't know. I just feel, like, really happy when I, like, actually, communicate, like, openly, and, like, feel, like, confident when I just communicated. Like, whenever I speak, like, I don't know, like, really foolish, I have a really hard time doing in front of groups of people or around, like, I don't even know, like, in, like, social circles, too. Like, I just can't really speak that well. Right now, I'm actively practicing slowing down with you guys, which is really cool. But, yeah, I saw this guy on TikTok. He was like, the chakra connected to your rising sign, you gotta unblock it to be your best self. That's, like, your best thing. And I'm a Gemini or whatever. And I thought for a second maybe that's my rising sign because it's my main sign, and the Gemini's one is the throat. And I was like, oh shit, no, I didn't want to work on that because that means the thing that really blocks my chakra or blocking from me my best self is speaking, like, or communication, really. And working on taking care of your throat and, like, actually, like, you know, vocalizing and such and communicating. And I was like, shit, I didn't want that one. So then I actually went into the zodiac thing, which I'm not a very big zodiac person. Like, I've never really been a big zodiac person. Like, if you know me, you know I'm like, I believe more on, like, numerology and everything. Never been big into zodiac signs because I feel like they're just too, like, this can apply to any single person, like, you know. So I went and actually, like, you know, try to figure out my actual rising sign. And it's like I think it's like a Taurus or something. I don't know. But either way, it had the same exact chakra, which was like, okay, damn. Because the first time I saw it, I was like, okay, I'm a Gemini. The block chakra would be, like, the throat chakra. Okay, I got to work on that. But I don't really want to work on that. So let's actually figure that out because I don't want it to be the throat. And then I did the whole thing to work it out. And it was actually the throat one anyway, despite my Gemini not being the rising sign, which sucks. But it makes low-key a lot of sense. I think that is, like, low-key, like, I just actually dove into it and I was like, okay, actually, this actually kind of clicks. This actually kind of makes a lot of sense. And it could, I guess, apply to any kind of chakra, but I feel like my communication, like, that's always something I struggled a lot with. And I'm trying to speak. I have a really hard time trying to get the words out. This is, like, such a diverge from the topic. But I guess it connects because I'm also going to have to work on my digital platform a little bit. I did a tour of, like, one of the news stations while I was in DC during my internship. And the woman who's a really, like, a famous news reporter, she kind of gave us this insight and predicted the need for having our own digital platforms, which I think makes a lot of sense. While I was abroad, which I didn't even tell you guys about being abroad, my bad. Like, my thing is, I'll talk about that in a second.
I know I said talk to you guys about that in a second, the abroad thing. Completely forgot what I was going to say, honestly. Completely forgot. Don't remember. Resume.
Anyway, she had mentioned that one of the most important things that she'd be doing right now, if she was us, was building our digital presence and digital platform, building up digital portfolios. So I'm trying to do that and work on my communication skills at the same time because they need work. We need work. And I think I'm doing a pretty good job right now. I feel like I'm talking a lot slower than I usually do, and I feel like I'm, you know, communicating pretty well in the moment right now. But I always, at least my time in college, I've been working on my communication a lot, and it helped me realize a lot of things. I talked about it a little bit in my graduation speech when I was with my family, But communication is the way you exist in this world, and I don't communicate the way I want to be perceived. You know, the way I exist and my communication, my speech don't align really well when I'm in the moment. Right now it's chill. Right now it feels like a meditation. I'm speaking with you guys, honestly. But I think that's something I need to work on. I think that's what I'm going to focus on right now, as I'm taking this time to figure out what I'm going to do this next year or so while I'm not event planning full time.